Hey, Zeb is back in town with another ranking. Today we are gonna rank Björk. And the things you see on the screen now we're not including. This is a best of Sugar Cubes. I don't know why I got uh, their three main studio albums. The first and the third are really good, but I got this best of and it'll do for now. I'm not adding the remix album Telegram. Uh, this is all remixes from her second album, Post, and it's quite good. It's a very good companion album to Post. I enjoy most of these remixes, and there is one new exclusive song which should have been on Post, but sadly it wasn't. It probably they probably recorded it after Post was finished. It's the greatest hits, which I only bought because there were one remix song and there was one new song which is very good. It's In Our Hands. There's some cool drawings. I'm not sure if Björk drew them. Let's see. Probably not. I'm not sure. Really artsy art. This reminds me of Deerhoff, the album Milkman, which also is very good. Another female singer. This is a strange one. Some people include this in the Björk ranking. This is a band called Dirty Projectors, and they have Björk as lead guest vocalist. And some of the choir is really irritating, but it doesn't distract you too much from Björk because her vocals are always very high up in the mix. So it's kind of a lost Björk album. None of the songs are written by Björk, but I guess they kind of stitched it for her, because it's a very good EP mini album. There are 7 songs, so I think it's an EP. This is one of the remix EPs from Biophilia. I should really have bought the entire Bastards, where they have every remix. This one here only have Moon remix and how to pronounce the other, Mutual Core. And this is a really good remix EP, and it reminds me I need to buy the Bastards because then you get the complete picture. This is a weird little EP exclusive to readers of the Observer. Bought this from Discogs really cheap, and because there was a live version of It's in Our Hands, and there was a version of Bachelorette with the Brodsky Quarter. This one is from the Family Tree box, which I haven't bought yet, and It's in Our Hands is from the Westbertine Live album. I guess in time I will buy them all. I'll show this quickly. This is Björk MTV Unplugged DVD. And in fact I became a Björk fan after watching this show. And yes, I was a little let down when I bought Human Behavior, the single, and then her debut album, because they were more electronic than her performances at the MTV concert, which is fantastic. The DVD also includes a couple of later, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other songs done for MTV live in 1998. But I bought it for the nostalgia factor, because Björk MTV Unplugged was my first meeting with Björk. So let's start with the ranking. At the bottom, Björk Utopia. I don't even have I don't even have a copy of it. The reason why this is so low is there are too many flutes. I enjoy the songs that are not so hard on the goddamn flutes. I hate every song where the flute is too prominent, but the stuff without flute or the stuff with more subtle flutes are very good. So I don't know. I'm not sure. It goes as the worst for me. And this was really hard because I really enjoy everything except the one we just saw. So second worst, it is Selma Selma songs. And again, I weren't sure, should I include it, should I not include it. I figured, okay, it's a soundtrack, but this is very Björk, and of course I'll include it in my ranking. I'm not sure if this is considered a full length or an EP. There are 7 songs on it, so it's probably an EP. But I remember buying it and I paid full price for it, so maybe it is viewed as a full length. I'm not sure. Selma songs, it's okay. It's a good album. I've Seen It All, I believe, was the big hit from it. There are some beautiful moments on this album, and even if I place this second worst, I'd give this a ranking of 7 out of 10. Next up, many will be shocked by seeing Homogenic as my third least liked Björk album. The thing is with, let's say, the first 3 Björk albums, is that at one time they were number 1. This was definitely my favorite album when it was released, and again, it's a very, very strong album. Many people's favorite Björk album, and for good reasons. Hunter, Yuga, Unravel, Bachelorette, All Neon-like, that's a beautiful song. 5 Years, great tune. Immature, it's okay. Alarm Call, it's great. Pluto, it's insane in a good way. And her masterpiece for me on this album, the ending song, All Is Full of Love. And if I have to give it a ranking, I'd say 7.5, maybe a light 8. Next up, Debut by Björk. And of course, I mentioned I preferred the MTV acoustic versions over the studio versions. This is probably the most dated of her albums per 2023. But of course, it was done in 1991 too, released 1993. of course, it is a great album. It made her world famous. You know, not many people knew about sugar cubes outside us Scandinavians. We knew about kukkel and we knew about sugar cubes, but this spawned Björk into international commerciality. Or yeah, she became very popular. And of course, the songs "Human Behavior," "Crying," "Venus as a Boy." I love all of those. Then a sucky song, "There's More to Life Than This." I don't like it at all. Then a ballad called "Like Someone in Love." It's okay, but nothing big. "Big Time Sensuality," it is alright. "One Day," it is alright. "Aeroplane," I love that song. "Come to Me" is okay. "Violently Happy" is okay. The Anchor song is beautiful and maybe my favorite from this album. And yes, this version adds the bonus track "Play Dead," which was featured in some movie. I don't remember which movie, but it was in a movie. Fourth place, it is Volta. I was about to say Mars Volta. And Volta is a very experimental album by Björk. Many people place this very low on their list. In a way, I can understand them because they wanted the same old. They wanted, you know, everybody wanted, you know, Homogenic 2, Post 2, and let's not forget Vespertine. And she gave us Volta, which was probably too experimental for many Björk fans. And I'll be honest, this when I heard this myself the first time, I wasn't that impressed. I enjoyed a couple of songs from it, but it wasn't anything. Damn it! It wasn't anything big, you know. It's not working. I'll show the pictures here. Some cool pictures of Björk in flames. Cool artwork. Björk on her feet. The lyrics and everything. It's another cool picture. And why do I place it as her fourth worst? Hard to say. Let's see here. Earth Intruders. It's a good song. Wanderlust. It is also a good song. The Dull Flame of Desire. It's alright. And then it kind of goes downhill from there. There are some good songs after this, and some really bad ones. But the first three songs are brilliant, and I think the song "Hope," or maybe "Hope" and "Declare Independence" are also very interesting songs. Worst song, probably "I See Who You Are" and "My Juvenile." But it's not a bad album. 7.5 maybe, 7.6, somewhere around there. Next up, fifth worst. What's the title of this again? Biophilia? No. Vulnicura. And it got kind of a cool artwork to it. Also the back has some 3D funky stuff into it. And the cover is really nice to touch. This is Björk's breakup album. I have no idea what person it was, but she was really let down and sad. And this is a very sad album, but a lot of beautiful stuff in it. Let's see if I can find the titles. Most of the songs here are good. I feel this is one of Björk's album that you kind of need to listen to all the way through. But it is quite a long album. It feels like quite a long album. There are only 9 songs. But I'd say play the first 4 and then take a break, take a cigarette break or something, and then play the rest of the album. This one also took me quite some time to kind of get into. Songs worth mentioning. The opener Stonemilker is alright. Lion Song is good. History of Touches. Maybe too whiny, but it is alright. Black Lake, that's a great song. Family is a good song. Not Get. Maybe the least liked song, Atom Dance. I love that song. Mouth Mantra is a cool, experimental, weird song. Probably most people's least liked songs from this album. But you guys, some of you know me, I love experimental music, avant-garde, jazz, prog, etc., etc. And it ends with a beautiful song called Quicksand. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At 6th least liked album, her latest. The title is Fossura. And I'll admit it, I haven't listened to this album more than 2 or 3 times in full, but I enjoyed it, especially after what I consider her very worst album, the Flute album. It was a breath of fresh air, you know, kind of Björk going back to what Björk does best. And after that, we're up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th place, 8th least liked. It's beginning to become complicated here. It is, of course, Medulla by Björk, and Robert Wyatt and Mike Patton is on it. This album is all made up out of voices. Most of you, of course, know this, but if you didn't know this, you may be very surprised by this album. And this is where I would like to mention that every album from now on, including Medulla, is for me perfect. 10 out of 10. I don't think we need to go through any of the songs here, because everything is fantastic. She can't do anything wrong on this album. The 2 songs with Robert Wyatt especially are incredible. The song with Mike Patton, Where Is the Line, is also a very experimental song. Decide the Consolation, another very experimental song. The big hit Oceania, it is very good, beautiful. And after that we get another weird experimental song. Mouth's Cradle is also a very nice song. Triumph of our heart. Triumph of a heart. I thought it was Triumph of our hearts. My mistake. The ending song is also good, but maybe the most dated of the songs on this album. But I stick to my gun, it is a 10 out of 10. And now we're in the top 4. And at 4th place comes Post, Björk's second solo album. I could have placed this slower because I never need really to hear it again, because I played it, you know, when it was released. I played it for a year, maybe 2 years. Songs here that holds up today: Army of Me. My God, even Korn, I believe, covered it. Or was it Nine Inch Nails? I'm not sure. Hyper ballad, beautiful, modern things. It's okay. It's also quiet. Maybe the dud on the album, but come on, it's a fun song anyway. You know, really 1940, 30-ish. Enjoy is a weird song, more techno-ish, more dance-related song. You've Been Flirting Again is beautiful. Isobel is beautiful, and also the B-side of the Isobel single has a really great song on it. Possibly Maybe, it's beautiful. I Miss You, it's beautiful. Cover Me, it's also beautiful. And the last song, Headphones, oh my God, it's so beautiful. So yes, per today, there are 2 songs on this album that I don't care for anymore. But I did once, and it's a 10 out of 10. 3rd place, and yes, many of you will be surprised by my choice. Many of you place this at the very bottom. Almost everyone places this at the bottom. And this is such an underrated album and neglected album, and this is the only Björk CD that I bought in this dual format. CD on one side and 5.1 surround on the other, just because I love this album so much. People complain it's too experimental, blah blah blah, I don't get it, but to me the entire journey here is just wow. People often say, okay, the opening song is brilliant, Gratitude, but the rest is just pure bullshit. Suddenly Björk starts breathing, just weird breathing noises, blah 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 blah. But this is, to me, this is like a concept album, and also highly experimental, throat singing. I don't know what to say about this album, but it's quite short. The DVD of it includes 1 extra song, which is great. But I love everything here: Gratitude, Pearl, Ambergris Marsh, Bath, Hunter Vessel, Shimenava, Vessel Shimenava, Storm, great tune, Holographic Entry Points, CTA, and Antarctic Return. And the bonus song that I mentioned is called Petroleum. 10 out of 10. Give it a second spin, you fools. And then the top 2, it's beginning to sound like a parody of, I'm beginning to sound like a parody of myself, but I could have interswitched these 2. But for today, I place Vespertine, which is many people's absolute favorite Björk album. And I remember when it was released, I thought this cover was so cool, with the white back and everything. Disc looks beautiful. Cover art looks beautiful. the drums here looks beautiful, and the music inside of it is, oh my god, beautiful. Let's go through the songs. Hidden Place, 10 out of 10. Cocoon, 10 out of 10. It's Not Up to You, 10 out of 10. Undo, 10.5 out of 10. Pagan Poetry, 10 out of 10. Frosty, wow, 10 out of 10. Aurora, 9.8 out of 10. An Echo and a Stain, 10 out of 10. Sun in My Mouth, 10 out of 10. That's a great song, Sun in My Mouth. Heirloom, 10 out of 10. Harm of Will, 10 out of 10. And the beautiful ending, Unison, 10 out of 10. So yeah, Vespertine, it is a 10 out of 10. And I'm not sure, I think everybody places this at in their top 3, if not top 1. But my top 1 will forever probably be Biophilia. And this is an album people place somewhere in the middle, and I think the deal with this album is about half of it is very experimental and hard to listen to, on the border to avant-garde or classical, hard classical music, Stravinsky, etc. And the other half is more pop-based, Björk as we knew her before this album, like Crystalline, more commercial, Moon, more commercial, Dark Matter, weird as fuck, Virus, kind of weird, Mutual Core, Natura, it's a great song, Natura. And my copy has 3 bonus tracks. Yeah, Hollow, great tune, but too weird for many of you. Dark Matter, again, a song that is too weird for many. Natura, great tune. Virus, great tune. Everything here is fantastic. This is my favorite Björk album. So we'll go quickly through. At number 1, Biophilia. Number 2, Vespertine. Number 3, Drawing Restraint 9, I believe it's called. Drawing Restraint 9. Highly underrated. Number 4, Post. Number 5, Medulla. Number 6, Vulnicura. Number 7, Fosora. Number 8, Volta. Number 9, Homogenic. Number 10, Debut. Number 11, Selma Songs. And at the bottom, the stupid flute album. Ignore the flute album. But don't ignore Debut and Selma Songs, even if I placed these this low, doesn't mean they're bad at all. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave your ranking in the comment section below, or just say hello to me. I would appreciate it. Until next time, what shall we rank next time? I am thinking of doing a special on this crazy person, Stravinsky, but how to rank such a master. This is the 30 disc complete edition, and I think I have over 100 CDs in total by him. But I believe my next ranking probably will be Circus Devils, which I did attempt to do, but it just became an introduction to the world of it and everything. So yeah, Until next time, bye bye.